Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to focus on enhancing your vocabulary and grammar in a way that makes your writing not only more sophisticated, but also more effective in terms of communication. Let's dive into how to expand your vocabulary, use precise word choice, and master sentence variety without repeating the tips from earlier lectures. First, let's talk about expanding your vocabulary, but in a specific and meaningful way. Instead of simply memorizing lists of synonyms, focus on contextual learning. This means learning words within the context of real life examples, which helps you understand how and when to use them properly. For example, take the word benefit. Instead of memorizing a list of synonyms like advantage or gain, understand how these words are used differently in specific contexts. You could say, the benefit of this policy is lower taxes, but in a more formal or academic context, you might use advantage instead. One significant advantage of this policy is the reduction in taxes. Learning vocabulary through context helps ensure that you use the words accurately without misapplying synonyms. Another way to expand your vocabulary is by developing topic specific vocabulary. For IELTS, it's helpful to build a bank of words and phrases related to common essay topics like health, technology, education, and the environment. For example, for the topic of health, we might use words like well being, nutritional value, sedentary lifestyle. For technology, innovation, digital transformation, automation. In the topic of education, you might use words like curriculum, pedagogy, academic performance. And for the environment topic, sustainability, carbon footprint, ecosystem. You will find some files with a bank of words for different topics in the additional materials for this course. By focusing on topic specific words, you'll be more prepared for a variety of essay prompts, allowing you to write with greater fluency and confidence. Now, let's discuss precision in word choice. This goes beyond simply avoiding repetition. To truly elevate your writing, consider how tone and nuance affect the words you choose. The IELTS writing section is academic in nature, so you'll want to avoid overly casual words or phrases. For example, instead of writing kids go to school regularly, it's better to write children should attend school consistently. The words kids and go are informal, whereas children and attend are more appropriate for an academic context. Also, consider the connotation of words. Words like cheap and inexpensive technically mean the same thing, but cheap has a negative connotation, implying poor quality, while inexpensive is neutral or even positive. Using the right word in the right context shows that you understand the nuances of the language. Let's take it a step further by discussing collocations. These are pairs or groups of words that naturally go together. Using collocations makes your writing sound more natural and fluent, which is something examiners will notice. For example, instead of saying make a decision, you could say reach a decision, which is a more formal collocation. Here are a few more examples. Heavy traffic, not big traffic. Strong argument, not powerful argument. Take responsibility, not hold responsibility. Learning collocations is a powerful way to increase both your lexical range and accuracy. Now let's talk about sentence variety, an area where you can really show off your grammatical range. Using a mix of short and long sentences can make your writing more engaging and dynamic. For example, if all your sentences are long and complex, the reader may struggle to follow your argument. Likewise, a series of short, simple sentences can make your essay sound choppy or underdeveloped. A good strategy is to combine short, punchy sentences with longer, more detailed ones. For example, a short sentence like technology has transformed education can be made longer and more detailed. In particular, the use of online platforms has made education more accessible to students who may not have the resources to attend traditional in person classes. This variation keeps your writing engaging and dynamic and shows that you have a command of different sentence structures. We've already discussed using a mix of simple, compound, and complex sentences, but now let's go into more depth about how to balance these types of sentences effectively. Simple sentence. The economy is growing. Use these to make clear, direct points. Compound sentence. The economy is growing and unemployment rates are falling. Use these to link related ideas with conjunctions like and, but, or so. Complex sentence. While the economy is growing, unemployment rates are still high in some regions. Use complex sentences to add nuance or express cause and effect, contrast, or time relationships. In your essay, aim to strike a balance between these sentence types. A good mix shows grammatical range and it also helps to clarify your points by using different structures to present your ideas more effectively. One final point, don't overuse complex sentences. It's a common mistake to think that longer, more complicated sentences are always better. In reality, overly complex sentences can confuse your reader and lead to grammatical errors. For example, overly complex sentence like this one on the screen is grammatically correct, but it's too long and packed with ideas. Instead, break it down the following way. This approach makes your ideas clearer and easier to follow. To help you master these tips, try the following practice exercises. First one, synonym swap. Take a paragraph from one of your essays and identify repeated words. Replace them with more precise or formal alternatives. The next one, sentence variety practice. Write a short paragraph on any topic, then revise it by combining simple, compound, and complex sentences. Check if the flow improves. One more, collocation search. Choose a common word like make or get and look up collocations. Then write a few sentences using these collocations to solidify your understanding. By applying these strategies, you'll be able to write essays that are both more engaging and more precise. Mastering vocabulary and grammar is about more than just avoiding mistakes. It's about making your writing more fluid, precise, and effective. Keep practicing these techniques and you will see significant improvement. In the next lecture, we'll dive into a crucial but often overlooked aspect of writing: punctuation and sentence clarity.